Hi, and welcome to my third attempt at this video. Because, well, I forgot to fucking plug me microphone wire in one, which is bizarre, So I spent 8 minutes fucking talking, and obviously it didn't pick anything up. So, something a little bit different today. We are going to talk about other stuff that I like. That's not just comic books. Well, it is some of it is comic books, but it's a different era, completely different genre. But I just wanted to give you all something a bit different that makes up me, because we all like different things, and we some of us only have a passing interest in what I'm talking about. Others, when it comes to the world of TV, pop culture, science fiction, comic books, and one of my other loves, possibly my first love, is historical fiction and history in general. But something that I've recently got into more and more would be historical crime novels. So this, as you can see, Simon Scarrow, Blackout. Now, I'll let you pause that in your time just so you can get the synopsis of what's going on. Now, know, I know you're not supposed to judge a book by its cover. But let's be honest, that tells you. You buy the book going off the synopsis. So, what's that book about? It's set during World War II in Germany, and it follows the tales of a police officer who, as well as trying to solve a crime, has to navigate the murky world of the politics of the day and various factions within the party that is ruling Germany at the time, and how they hate each other and are just as likely to want to wipe each other out as well as the enemy. Very good book, well worth a reading your time. Some of the newer stuff, and I might as well go in chronological order now. Recently, early mid last year, the Ingo Finch Mysteries. This is by Jeff Dawson, and again, pause it for your convenience if you wish. Again, not supposed to judge a book by its cover, but this sold it to me. And that tells, as the synopsis says, it tells the story of a doctor in the newly formed Royal Army Medical Corps in the Second Boer War. It can be a bit slow going in places, but it is very good, and when it picks up, it certainly picks up very fast. Well, not the newest, but the thing that really drove me to historical murder was this Dead Man's Land by Robert Ryan. Now, as you can see, Flanders Field and there's a killer in the trenches. Can Dr. John Watson stop him before he strikes again? Like you just do that. And once again, yes, it is the Dr. Watson as in Dr. Watson and Sherlock Holmes. Very good reads. It follows on from the actual timeline that the Sherlock Holmes books were written. So it is a more mid-50s, early 60s Dr. Watson, who has been recalled to the colours as a doctor in the trenches in France, 1915. It's a very, very good read. There's 4 of them books, I believe, at the moment. Whether he's going to, I don't think he's done any more. It doesn't really matter if you haven't read previous Sherlock Holmes, but them books by Robert Ryan, they did inspire my wife to want to read Sherlock Holmes. So that's how good it was for her and for me. It well deserves to be a series in the vein of Foyle's War, I think. Well worth it. Growing up as a kid? Nope. Firstly, this does tie into me being a kid, but I got this for my recent birthday last year. It is the tale of Volume 1 of Charlie's War. And as you can see, it's part of the 2000 AD setup. Some of you will recognise the name Pat Mills. One moment.
A few moments later.
Sorry, back again. So, as you can see, Pat Mills, you'll know him. I'll show you some of the artwork. I mean, it is very good art, drawing and animation, as you'd expect. It is very good. However, one thing I would say is it is very much a product of the 70s, where the strip, it is very, it's anti-war, obviously, because no one wants to glamorise it, but it has the view of the day that all the British generals were aristocratic wankers who took some kind of perverse pleasure in killing the men. And that wasn't the case and isn't the case. Get past that though, it's a fantastic read. As a child, I grew up on these. Victor, Valiant, Warlords, Battle. The Warlord was again done by Pat Mills previously. But I grew up on these books. They are, well, the Victor book for boys. They are tales of daring do, of sporting prowess and, well, tales of battle. You know, it's fighting the good fight, either in World War, primarily, you know, because it's anywhere ranging from the 70s to the 90s. It generally deals with World War One, World War Two, or the Empire. The British Empire, that is, not Star Wars. So they're one of my earliest things as a kid. One of the first things I ever collected, even whether I knew why I was collecting them, I just enjoyed reading them. Commando books. Now these are rarer than Rocking Horse shit, apparently. Or at least original ones. Like this one, 1977, 8p. These, even as a reprint, it's about £1.50 to £2. And I've got a bag of these, maybe two. And they're again, the ones I was collecting in the mid-90s, mid to late 90s, they were doing, again, tales of mainly World War One, World War Two. They do some Napoleonic stories, and a lot of them are revenge based. Where Plucky Brit or whoever, French Resistance, you know what I mean, is fighting against. He's getting revenge against whoever has, you know, scorned him. Be it another very evil Napoleonic French officer or a dastardly German. It also makes the point in a lot of these books to distinguish between the Wehrmacht and the SS, and there will often be stories of them turning guns on each other. So that's a brief, quick view of the kind of stuff I love. Like I said, these Commando comics are awesome. The earliest books that I read, which would just be historical fiction, would be the Sharpe novels from Bernard Cornwell. You might have seen the TV show with Sean Bean. I got them books in the early 90s, I think, just as the TV show was starting, and I got them off a neighbour who passed away or something, I can't remember. But I was hooked on these books. These took me away to, you know, Portugal and Spain, and just reading Sharpe, you know, just tearing through Frenchman, because, you know, he was just, you know, he liked doing his job. No, that's not always the case. But the stories are phenomenal, and you can see it better in your mind's eye, as you can with any book, really. You see it better with your mind's eye than what TV or film portrays it as. So, you know, these are just a few of my things. I'll just give you a quick look on one of my favourite things of all. And these are some of the pictures I have of planes. So I've got Mosquito, a couple of Lancasters, Tornado, Lancaster, and 2 Spitfires. Just forgive any blotches on the wall. They'll probably get filled when I get more pictures, to be honest. One of the things I do like, even though I don't have them at the moment, is also some of the recruiting posters, both from a sci-fi perspective, so you can get World War II and World War One recruiting posters, which are brilliant and fucking fantastic, and they'll do it with a sci-fi twist, so you'll have an Imperial recruiting poster where, you know, you'll have just a bunch of stormtroopers or the Imperial Navy. I love them, and they are something that I do want to start collecting in the future. Anyway, that's it for today. As I said, I just wanted to do a quick video of something different, because we all like many different things. There isn't just one thing that makes you, or me. There's lots of things. Like I said, I think nerdy stuff, geeky stuff, whatever, isn't or shouldn't be restricted to comics or the sci-fi world. You can be a cooking geek, a maths nerd, a fucking science nerd. You know, you can. There's people who collect not only these comics, but you get people who collect football fanzines or football programs. You know, many things make us tick, and that's one of the wonderful things about us. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. It was something a bit different. Comment below what you like and what you're into. Please like, share and subscribe. And I'll see you all again. Bye for now.